9, 10 knots. We just hit 10 knots.
Previously on Trio. Hey gang, welcome back. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and help us grow. So last time in Trio, we left Belize on a 3-day sail for Isla Mujeres, Mexico. We planned and we waited for a decent weather window and were rewarded with an awesome beam reach sail all the way up the Belizean coast to the anchorage at Espiritu Santo in Mexico. Along the way though, a nighttime scare had us worried about rudder damage. More details on that whole thing are on our Patreon page. And then we filled the freezer with fresh caught fish. Destroyed our flag. Wow, look at that, huh? This time on Trio, it's a tricky sunrise departure from the anchorage at Espiritu Santo. And later, a brisk sail sees us hitting speeds of up to 11 knots as we continue our way up the coast of the Western Caribbean to beautiful Isla Mujeres. So stick around for another epic adventure with Trio. Do that again.
I still see it breaking this year. We're almost at the end, I think.
So in morning, we're in Bahia Espiritu Santo and we're Cole and I are spotting. We've been navigating a minefield of lobster pots and it's a little bit nerve-wracking, but we're leaving early so you can't really see the coral bommies. So we're being extra careful. There's a reef that extends all along here and it ends somewhere out here. Nothing is marked. We came in yesterday in good sun. We're leaving this morning early because in order to get to our next anchorage before dark, we have to leave early. So it's about 5:30 a.m. Everybody's concentrating hard. I can see bottom pretty good. How deep is it? I'm on, sorry? 6 feet. That's why. 6 feet weird.
Drop out there.
Yes, we will. And the depth now, hon? 14. So we went from 6 to 14. So you can see why it's nerve-wracking. So now the seas are a bit bigger. My foot just got seawater on it as we dove into a wave. So we're definitely at the mouth now. And here comes the sun. All right, so we're in the middle of the channel. Cole and I had to come back. We got soaked. A wave came up and actually buried the nose and the tramps of the boat. The seas are so big right now and it freaked the heck out of us. So we crawled on our hands and knees back. We're in the middle of the channel now. You can kind of see it's getting too dangerous to film. So you guys are just gonna have to hold on till we get settled in, because that was freaky. If we weren't holding on,
We would have been gone.
yeah.
Here comes another big one.
Here comes another big. All right, gotta go.
Oh yeah.
Whoa! Holy sh!
That one wasn't as bad as
No, that wasn't. We didn't bury the nose.
No.
No, but I'm still dancing around like a drunk person. Ah, the seas are stupid right now.
Yeah, well, it said that there would be a big confused out this way until we get into the rollers, right? This cuts us over the shallow area.
Yeah, and we're nose into it. We're gonna have a hell of a time getting the sail out.
Yep.
We're gonna have to get the life jackets full and strap down, strap in. Starboard forward. Okay, it's a little while later and we're settled in. Both sails are up. We're doing about 7 knots. The stupid GoPro voice command, it takes voice commands and does whatever it wants.
Yeah. GoPro, go make breakfast. See if that works.
GoPro, stop recording. Now it says low battery. Now it says low battery.
Everyone's a struggle right now.
Everything's a struggle right now?
Yeah.
I know. It'll get better. Wow.
Sounds nice, but
Alright, little update. We've got full sails up. We're doing 7 knots on 12 knots of wind. And we're about an hour out of the anchorage. Sun's now up. And the seas are doing weird things. There's a whole section of whitecaps up there.
yeah.
Well, we're just about to enter it now. And a whole bunch of sargassum. So maybe it's a tide change.
Yeah.
But the seas aren't very nice to us today. They're big, they're short, confused. Cole just said it's a struggle to do anything right now because the seas are just too stupid. Like they gotta be, that's an 8-footer right there. So anywhere from 3 to 8. The largest being 8 and the smallest being 3 feet. There's the tide line, I guess, is what we're seeing with the waves. It's a bunch of sargassum, and then up ahead, more. All right, I gotta go. Quick little update. We're ripping along, doing 7 knots. We're coming off the Bahia de Ascension, and we've got 55 miles to go to the tip of Cozumel. Seas are still fairly large, but they're farther, a little bit farther apart now, so it's a little more comfortable. We're able to make something to eat now, I think. Give you a show of the sails. Got a fishing rod out. We got 1 reef in. Which is typically how we like to sail. Boat sail's really good at 1 reef. Under 10 knots you can do full main, but we're 10 to 15 right now, so we just got 1 reef and the boat's ripping along. Full jib. We never take water into the cockpit, and about half an hour ago, a huge wave. Seas are a lot bigger. When I was saying they're 8 feet, they got a tiny bit bigger, maybe up to 10. And we took a wave right inside the cockpit. You can see a bit of water remnants in the cockpit, but it's calmed back down now. Good day for a sail. It's always the seas. It's never really the wind that's the biggest problem. Of course, you don't want to sail in too big a wind. You don't want to sail in too light a wind, but it's always the seas. They're what make the passage either tolerable, wonderful, or downright crappy. Okay, later. Oh, it's just 8.9. 8.9. 9.
Yes!
We're flying. 9 knots. 9.1. 9.2. Wow. We're on the side of a squall, so we're picking up some of that weather that's coming from the side of that squall. Wow, we're just flying along the side of that squall. They're up to 16 knots of wind now though, 17 and a half. 9.3, 9.2, I'm gonna have to loosen off the jet or the mainsail. Spill it out a bit. Because we're up to 18 knots now. See it out there. Dark and stormy, but it doesn't last. Yeah.
Yeah, but I like going faster.
9.3, you guys.
I don't mind the darker sign if we're going 9.3 knots.
We're on the edge of the squall. There's another monohull out there right underneath the squall.
Going the same direction as us?
They're going south.
And the tail on it's cold.
Yeah. Still 9.5 knots of speed, 9.2.
9, 8, 9, 10 knots! We just hit 10 knots!
Can you see the line of rain coming at us in the squall? If you look out there, it gets gray, and then it's darker gray where there's no rain, and then lighter gray where the rain is. We're getting showered. We got hit with one wave of it a minute ago, and now more is coming. Oh look, there's another boat out here on AIS. No information. They're doing 3.4 knots. Wow. Oh, wait, they shifted totally. Look at our sail. It's luffing like crazy as the wind goes around us. Cole's gonna tighten it up. Or you can pour it on now. Wow, and our speed has dropped right down. And the wind's dying. Okay, I gotta go. So the squall's gone by. It's left us with 6 knots, 7 knots, and we dropped down to 6 knots of speed. Hopefully it picks back up. Is there another wave? There is another wave coming. Another bout of rain coming. That squall just doesn't want to go anywhere. It's just sitting there right in front of us. Hey, quick update. We're still flying along. 8+ knots. We've been out about 5 hours. We got another 3 more hours to go to Cozumel. We're all just settling in. Krista's suntanning. Cole's reading the book. And I'm amusing myself with sailing. Pretty much set it and forget it sailing today, but there's been quite a bit of sail adjustment. A lot of sargassum out here, so we haven't been catching any fish. It's just lots of seaweed.
Yeah, that's a bummer. We were really hoping to catch nice fish.
Yeah. The rod's bent, so there's more seaweed on it now. Okay, later. I don't think we've gone below 8 knots for more than 20 minutes the whole day. Wow, it's been a good day for sailing. We're just killing it today.
Woo! There's a mahi on the line. Fingers crossed we get it.
Behind us.
Oh baby, please, please, please.
It's so close.
Oh,
Get it up here. Cool.
wow.
Get it up here. Yes. 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 Oh
Woo! Oh, it's so pretty. Don't let him slide off.
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen one of these in H's. They're way more beautiful than I remember.
Right?
man.
Way more pretty.
It's a male, that one.
Look at that.
Surprised it didn't catch its mate. Good job. Yay, a mahi. Woo!
Wow.
Wow.
Awesome. Can we resume course? Because now we're going
Yeah,
3 knots.
Yeah. So beautiful, man.
Turned into the wind so we could slow down because we were going 8 knots and there's no way you can reel a fish in like that.
Wow, we caught a mahi!
Awesome.
Oh, and I just finished saying, the fishing
Look
line's
at how
out.
fast it's faded.
Yeah. And it'd be so nice to catch some sashimi fish.
Yeah, right?
He's got to be 10 pounds.
Yeah, beauty.
while the sun's going down, and we're ripping along at 9.9, 10.1, 10.2 knots. Just flying along. And the sun just ducked behind the horizon. So we were going to stop at Cozumel, which is back there, the hotel zone, but the anchorage doesn't look very good there, so we're going to carry on to Isla Mujeres. And at this speed, 10.1 knots, we should be there by 10 o'clock tonight. Okay, it's going to be a rough one. We're bouncing around like crazy, water coming over the bows. Seas are tight together and 5 to 6 feet. It's the tight together that's the crappy part of it at all. Making it uncomfortable. So we'll just settle down and see what's like. Wow, wow, water just keeps coming over the nose, just keeps going under. Wow, it's bumpy. Wow, we are just being thrown all over the place. Wow, we are ripping along. 10.3. That was a rough one. Are we okay?
Oh yeah, great.
What just happened?
No, it's fine.
Oh.
But I almost lost everything on the counter.
Seriously?
This was flying.
Oh, that's the first time that's happened.
Yeah.
Ever?
Yeah, ever.
Put it on the floor, maybe.
Other little surprises like that, is there? Coming up?
No. Wow. Sustained at 11 knots.